Hey everybody, it is March, and I will be bringing you a review of Batman issue 18. And here we go. So, first off, we see Harper Row and her brother Cullen. They're in their little van, and they're on their way to Blackgate Penitentiary to see who? Their dear old daddy. And they're talking through little glass and whatnot, and Cullen is talking about how he got accepted into this Larnax literary journal thing, like a magazine for kids, is what he says. And their father remarks to Harper, it'd be nice to hear from both his daughters today. So Cullen, that just hits him right here in the heart there, and he does not like that. So he says, "I gotta go to the bathroom," and he gets out of his seat and starts like crying, I guess. And Harper starts chewing him out about he was the only reason that they even came here. And then their father, his name is Marcus Rowe, and he says, "Tell your special friend to stop targeting me. I know I'm small fry. You know that. He should know that too." So we assume he's talking about Batman. So Harper has no idea what he's talking about, and then he starts saying, like, "When you look just like your mother when you get that mad," and freaking that just riles Harper up some more. It's like, "Don't you dare talk about it." So then the prison guard says, "Time's up." Freaking they gotta go, and their father Marcus looks like a real rat. Like they really drew him like a weasel. So as he's like smiling and going back, we cut to Harper and Cullen and their like hotel place there they live at, and Harper's putting on a little cat suit, a little fight crime, and a little bang comes out like that, kind of cute, and you see she's got her little gadgets, her little phone, a little makeshift grappling hook. She's swinging around, and she's monologuing and stuff about stuff. And we cut to Batman, busting through this building, getting this tattooed guy, which you see a splash page here of him pulling the guy up, and that was what we thought was going to be the cover for this one before the whole Requiem thing, switcheroo, which was pretty cool. Then next page we see like a nice montage of Batman just beating down on criminals like non-stop, and Harper is like monologuing all the way through, saying how Batman's not even stopping for the sunrise, so just Batman just beating people up in broad daylight. It seems like we see all, times of the day within this 2 pages there, and another one here. She's still talking. He's punching, and I really like the artwork here. Andy Kubert, I think is how you say his name. You barely miss Greg Capullo, really. So Andy, it was a nice substitute for Greg Capullo, and finally we see Harper, sexy ass Harper, freaking kicking this punching bag, and as she ends off the monologue. And let me actually just show you this one little bit here. You see that? See that right there? I find that very attractive. Very attractive. Weirdly though, one thing is Cullen right here looks like an old grandma. Like that one little thing there. Really see that. Only qualm, really. Kind of funny. But anyways, next page we see well, in here she's like saying that Batman, he's reckless. He's missing punches. He's slipping. He's not on his game. He's really he got stabbed in his leg by some drunken mugger. So, he's, like Cullen's like saying, well, it happens all the time, He's like, no, maybe from like assassin robots and stuff, but not by, muggers and stuff, that's not supposed to happen to Batman. So then we cut to this guy in his meth lab, injecting his dog with stuff, and Batman like shoots a little grappling and pulls him out in the glass, and the art for that is quite beautiful, actually. And he's like interrogating him, like, when's the next fight? Tell me where it is. And he says, how about now? It's like this big roided up dude, and his dog comes bursting through the window, jaw open, freaking, ready to chomp down on Batman, and they fall down the fire escape, and, the guy he's talking about, as he jumps down himself, saying how there's all kinds of ultra dogs, ultra dog fights, genetically modified freaks with no eyes and shark teeth, and, he considers himself conservative, but he puts 5 shots of venom, bane juice there, directly into the jaw of his dog, and the dog is just chomping down, like, again, beautiful, the way he's just chomping down on Batman's, like, gauntlet there, and it's breaking the gauntlet, like, you literally see, like, Batman's elbow, his forearm, so serious stuff, and, freaking Batman, manages to get, like, a little pepper spray thing to spray in his mouth, and, kind of defend himself, so, the guy then, like, freaking presses a little garage door button, and some more dogs come out, and it's like an homage, really, to that Hulk movie, where it's like these Hulk dogs. We've got Bane dogs, and they even got, like, well, you'll see it, but so Batman like throws some batarangs, like, and they do nothing to the dogs, and, like, Batman, he is in trouble. He is, like, cornered, and, then here comes a hand that presses this button, and like, it, like, sends, like, a signal that, like, scares the dogs and, like, make them scurry off. And now we come to the next page. We see it's Harper Row, in her little cat suit and her little blue bangs out there like that, and freaking she starts punching the dude, and freaking tasers him with like a homemade, like, static shock thing, and where she shocks him is pretty interesting, and what she says too. But so Batman's up on his feet now, and he can kind of defend himself, and he takes over and punches the dude out. We come to the next page, and we see Harper's telling Batman, hey, I found this radio channel a while back, and now I've been training and stuff, and I know what you're gonna say, but you gotta admit it's pretty good, huh? So Batman then says, well, you've been training, huh? Well, block this, and Harper's like, wait, what? And freaking Batman, it looks like he pushes her through the wooden fence. Apparently he punches her, and he's like going off on Harper. Like, he is just like really chewing her out, just like saying, oh, you expect me to, be impressed by that, and, take you to my base and tell you my real name and blah, 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 blah. And, think you can understand me, just going off. And, freaking, so next page you see Harper, she is in tears. She is in tears, and it's like, I'm not an idiot, Batman, and, like, I have no interest in what your real name is, who you are, and blah, 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 and, just fighting back at him, just saying, I don't care who you are, or if you approve of me or whatever, I'm doing this, I'm doing this because of you, and you can just freaking deal with it. So they continue, just freaking going at each other, and finally Batman says that your little training fantasy is over, hear me? Over. And he just swings off, and you see a nice shot of him, and he looks worse than at the end of Batman Arkham City and Arkham Asylum combined. Like, he looks effed up. Yeah, been fighting for like 5 days nonstop. So, you cut to the next page, and here's where the art changes. It's nice. It's not a bad transition, but we see Harper. It's the next day. They're in Harper and Cullen in their hotel room, and he says, you're really doing this, really, and you're just gonna get turned away, So, but Harper says, I gotta try. So, then we cut to Wayne Tower, and Bruce, he's sitting at his desk, and he's talking to Alfred, and he's saying how he slept in the penthouse that night, and Alfred asks, will he be home? Will he be coming home this evening? And Bruce is like, I don't know. So they continue talking, and Bruce's secretary or assistant or whatever comes walking in, and Bruce quickly clicks this thing. I'll be in touch, Alfred. Clicks it off, and she tells him, there's this girl, pretty incessant girl out there that wants to speak with you, and Bruce is like, I know who it is, and she's like, should I call security? That won't be necessary. So next page we see, it's Harper, of course. She's saying, thanks for seeing me, Mr. Wayne, and such, and Bruce is, he's in a position in the chair to where she can't really see his face, sort of, and she's like saying stuff, and he's like, I'm a very busy man, Miss Rose, so she's like, of course, I'm sorry, so I'll get out of your hair, and Bruce is like, Harper, wait, why did you come to see me today? She says, well, it's Batman, and she rolls up this blueprint, and says like, we must care about him, so I think this might be able to help him. So, take your time and think about it, and Bruce is like, that's not necessary. I'll do it. Just like, what? Seriously? We're going to do that? And it's like, well, one of our engineers will have to look it over, but yeah. He's like, thank you, Mr. Wayne, as she like holds her nose and glossy eyed. Apparently, that whatever push Batman delivered to Harper like broke her nose and gave her a black eye. Apparently, like got to be some kind of crazy ninja if you can push somebody and the next morning they have a broken nose and a black eye. That's come on, Bruce. Like you realize that's a little girl that you did that to. That's pretty messed up. So Bruce is like, thank you, Harper. It was a pleasure to see you. As she walks out and with a smirk on her face, and Bruce is like looking out the window. So next, we see it's a shot of Harper. She's in her get-up. I guess it's getting late. It's still kind of even. It's kind of orange-ish, and Bruce or Batman, walks in and stuff, and he's like, I acted rashly the other night, and she says, is that an apology for you breaking my nose? He's like, I'm sorry, Harper. And they start talking some more, and he's like saying, there are things going on in my life right now that you couldn't understand, and she says that maybe not the details, but I can see your pain, and even now it's definitely been there before. And they continue talking. There's some really powerful moments in the dialogue between her and Harper, and she says, so the message is a word. My mom used to say to herself over and over and again in her darkest moments. If it's what she told herself to stay strong, I'll cycle through all 7 letters if you give me a minute. And keep your eyes peeled on Wayne Enterprises for another 30 seconds, so hopefully it'll mean something to you. And Batman says quietly, like to himself, it means something, you know. And we see this picture of the 7-letter word was resolve. There's a little R there. So assuming she cycles through all the letters of resolve there. So that's a nice little. That's a wonderful shot there. Beautiful. And I think really, Batman does need to resolve his emotions. He's always getting caught up in his emotions, whether it be Catwoman or the family or anything. It's not the family, but it's him. It's how he goes about dealing with stuff. Always emotional. So which is understandable. Given his upbringing and whatnot, but that can't be always what drives him. So another great issue from Scott Snyder there. The last little backup story was also with James Tonio, or I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm really liking Harper. I think I'll go out and say she's my favorite comic book character right now, just like Harper Row. Yes, so I'm starting to I like this little thing with Scott Snyder having these little epilogue issues in between all the major story arcs there with Court of Owls again, Harper, Death of the Family, Harper Row again, It makes me want to see her more, but it also makes me want to see, I want to keep that momentum that Snyder has with his issues there. So, coming off of Owlman, Death of the Family, Owlman, Joker, the only two narcissists in the Batman Rogue Gallery. The only two. If there are other narcissists, please let me know down there, comment below. But Snyder's my favorite writer. He's awesome. I love him. He writes better than I can even imagine. He gives me exactly what I didn't know I wanted in a comic book. And Harper Row, Owlman, Joker, just banging it out. Awesome. Scott Snyder, my man. So freaking, in the cover, if I didn't mention it, just, that's awesome. Didn't see that coming. Nice. The Greg Capullo there. And I must say, if I didn't say this before, Damian is my favorite Robin. So, kind of, don't know where the story is going to go, coming off of Death of the Family and, what'll become of this Batman? What's in store? I think all of the Bat titles have to really up their game up. So, but I love this issue. I'll give it. I didn't love it, but 4 out of 5. But yeah, that's my review. Thanks you guys for watching. It is another long one. So follow me on whatever I put down there. Thanks for watching. Peace. See you next time. And the Death in the Family review will be coming, as soon as I muster up, and expect that one to be 2 hours. So, yeah. Peace.